cram a lot of stuff in here. So we have a full bathroom, full refrigerator, galley space, queen size bed. This is what we geek out about and we love.
Mark and Amata Customs back at it again. We are in your shop, your new shop.
My new shop, yeah, our new shop. It's awesome. I'm super excited about it. Lots of light, great organization, and ironically, we bit off way more space than we need. So, so we might have some other things happening within the next 6 or 7 months, like maybe some winter storage for people and stuff. I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, cool, okay. Today we are checking out what?
So this is one of our latest builds that we did. It is on a 144 Sprinter, all-wheel drive. Agile off-road whip kit, we're really happy with those. Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain tires and the Black Rhino rims. Flatline Vanco started making these little things here where you just cut into the back and it gives you a little bit of...
Is that open? Yeah, can we check it out?
Yeah, it gives you a little tiny bit of space to be able... It's not waterproof or anything, but you can put some toe straps and some jumper cables, that sort of thing. They also make them for 170s, and then there's a company that started making them on the 170s for like these little side rocker panels too. So it's just a way to kind of give you a little extra space for like toolkits and just kind of the stuff that ends up taking a lot of room. Fabricator is a little bit of a magician. He came up with his own design on these.
The side steps?
The side steps. We've got a little bit of a dip here. It's kind of one of the only ones we've seen on the market that has like this extra little dip.
You have done a lot of adventure vans. You've done 70 plus vans, give or take. Maybe half of them have been adventures. But this is like luxury inside, adventure outside.
We kind of try to set up all of our vans to have more of kind of like a Baja look, so that you're not driving down the road in a massive tank, but you're also kind of looking sporty, and you can get up into the woods and get off piste a little bit. Having the Agile kit, it automatically lifts it up a couple inches, so you get a better stance. You get a little bit larger wheel, which gives you a little bit of surface area. I think we kept the 16s on this one, but it does give you a little bit, some advantages of having really good cornering, a little bit more stability, keeps the sway down. We have the flatline rack up top, and then we actually have 2 max fans, the Starlink manual awning, and then we actually have this...
Did you say solar? Do you have solar up there too?
Yeah, there's 405 watts of solar up there.
You put a lot up on that roof.
Yeah, I mean, between the Starlink, the 2 fans, solar panel, and I think there's a couple other little things up there. It's stacked.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of room up there.
And that's one of the reasons why we like going, we can talk about this later, but why we like going with cruising comfort is it just allows that roof real estate to have up there.
For people that don't know, the cruising comfort is the air conditioner, meaning you didn't have a rooftop air conditioner, you went down underneath.
It's a huge footprint, and you're only using it a couple of months out of the year. Yeah. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to have this 100-pound thing bouncing around up there. In the back here, the B2B bike rack, so they have some options of what they're going to be able to do there. They're planning a trip to Alaska next year, so they wanted to kind of have some options of what boxes, what bikes, whatever they put up here. They came out with this rack that gives you the options of being able to put whatever, and they also have the one that has the full gear platform as well.
Okay.
And so you can kind of do both idea with this, and I'm totally talking out of my butt.
Yeah,
but,
you have no idea.
But what I think this kind of allows to do is just, still give you some window and not be able to have just this massive metal piece kind of blocking everything off.
For sure.
And I think there's a little bit more option with what you can do for bikes.
And plus, a lot of people use these vans as their daily driver even like maybe going to a soccer practice with the kids or whatever, So it's like there's a lot of reasons why you may want to remove stuff.
Kind of being able to keep your stuff modular is pretty cool. One of the things that we've been doing with a lot of clients is we'll give them a summer box and a winter box. It's kind of fun to be able to sort of modularize what you want to do on the outside and not have it be permanent. We typically put the spare tire on the back on all our rides because we have the cruise and comfort fans and condensers down below. And then we also have another one of those toolboxes over on this other side, our other running board there. But it's kind of fun. I mean, it's a 144, but it's pretty sporty, and it looks like you can get around in this thing, you know.
Before we go inside, should we check out the garage? You want to check out the garage at the end?
Yeah, sure. No, we can do that.
We're kind of going like a little backwards store. I kind of like this.
Yeah, me too. So this is the garage space. You know, we've got a tank light. I've said it in a couple videos before. We always put an analog and a digital for water readings because the digital readings sometimes aren't accurate. So you can always pop in here, turn that light on, and see where your water level is. Outdoor transom shower here.
So this client decided to go with an outdoor shower and an indoor?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They have a dog,
Okay.
which is also what this D-ring is here for. But they have a dog, so they...
So like keep your dog tied up?
Yes, when they're spraying them off.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, back when I had Rolo, he did not like sitting still when I was spraying him with water. And he'd go through like some pond scum.
Just
It's
tie
nice
them
to be able
off.
to, yeah, or like beach glitter or whatever, you know. A little bit of storage space in here. We've got the drawer glide, 500-pound drawer glide that pulls out. You know, put totes and all that stuff out here, load and unload, and then push it all back in. Water on this side, power on this side. Got our light so that you can find what you're looking for. And then in all of our vans, we put a main light in on the back. We put a main light in the side door, and we put a main light behind the driver's seat so that if you forget to turn off lights, you can just reach up behind you. And then an extra outlet out the back as well. So
And you also make your own, looks like a bud screen or
yeah, so we make our
mat.
own bug screens. This one's a little disheveled right now because they just got back from a little shakedown tour, took it out for a couple days to kind of test things out and push buttons and stuff. But this bug screen, it zips all the way down. Full privacy, but then you also have this that you can bring down. So it zips down halfway and you can still access the garage, or we can put these down.
Is that a marine fabric?
Yeah. And then you have like full protection or full
Wow.
privacy. And then we've got this internal zipper, which you can use and still have
Well, there's a screen.
bug screen down here deployed as well.
And then there's a bug screen up top for everybody. All right, Mark, let's kind of work our way into this luxurious camper van.
Yeah. So this one is an interesting design. We wanted to cram a lot of stuff in here. So we have a full bathroom, full refrigerator, galley space, queen size bed. We do things the way that our client wants them done. Even though this isn't something that we would have normally just built into something, it was what they wanted. So this whole little area up here with all these little shelves, the blue cabinet here actually is a storage space for the lagoon table. We've got our little map box up here with your power needs taken care of. They have a fairly large dog, and so we put together this nice dog gate. Again,
So cool.
it's totally set up, really
I would love
nice.
that for Glacier, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rad.
Being out at the beach or being in the campsite or whatever, and just keeping your dog inside and being able to just not worry about them.
Yeah, and for me as a company owner, I look at this and I'm like, God, that is absolutely gorgeous. How long did it take to make? And then my guys are like, oh, only like 52 hours. And then I'm like,
I was going to say, that's about a week's worth of work.
awesome.
That's a lot of money.
But then
Guys, that's probably the most expensive dog gate created by man.
also, though, when you look at this, you just see the level of craft that my guys are dedicated to. I kind of will critique this sometimes because I'm like, oh my God. There's another side to it where it's just like, you're looking at fine furniture and it's just like, God, this is gorgeous.
The client's happy.
Yeah, and she is. She's just like, all my friends love the dog gate. It's gorgeous, and the aesthetic just with all these little Babinga hits.
So I was going to ask you that. What is that? Is that a Babinga wood?
Yeah, so we use a certified vertical grain fir.
Certified. I don't know. Like, is there an uncertified?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that was an easy.
And
answer.
the vertical grain in the fir, you get these nice tight lines of grain. And then we use the exotic, which is Babinga.
Yeah.
We've been cutting off this piece of wood for a long time. I was able to score a repurposed piece of Babinga that it was an old stump that sat in a lake in Africa for like 60 years. And then they pulled it up, milled it down, and I was lucky enough to get one of these pieces. So we've got that whole little situation happening.
I mean, honestly, I can't get over it. It's a really, really freaking cool
well,
dog
and then
game.
just even look at this, dude. I mean, we made like a cone for that to...
What is that? What? Oh, to magnetize onto?
Magnetize when it closes. So,
Do you have a lathe?
no. This is what we geek out about and we love. And so we're doing this kind of stuff all the time. As a business owner, it drives me crazy. Once I see the final result,
You know
it's
what's
like,
funny?
well, that's why we do what we do.
And that dog gate's not even the coolest part of this little galley.
No, we put a little locking pin in there, but they wanted to be able to have cocktails, and they wanted to be able to access it on the outside as well. So you can move the lagoon mount out here, and then you can actually pull this out, and this is where they have like their liquor bottles and mixing stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Is that a dual slide? We'll go inside and look at it as well.
But that's what's also really cool is it's a dual slide. So you can open this cupboard on the other side and also access everything from the inside as well. Yeah, we have a smaller galley. They wanted to go with a nice big comfy bed. So we've got a queen size bed in the back.
So they sleep. I'm sorry, they sleep this way.
Yeah.
So you put the flares on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A little magnetic knife block up here. We have a projector.
Oh wow.
And so the projector goes out over on this wall, but then we also, it's not installed right now, but we also have a movie screen that will go across here. And then you'll be able to put the projector in here. So they have two ways of being able to watch something.
Shows, TV, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever they want to do. Going unconventional with how we normally do things, we'll start at the back.
Yeah.
Little reading lights in back here. So we've got those going on. They also have a little blue light.
Nice.
These little shelves that we have in actually have little phone chargers stands, so you can hang your watch and the phone at the same time. The Cruise 115 fridge.
Which you also looks like you're veneered.
Yep, we have our own little veneer kits. We do walnut, fir, oak, I think bamboo, and maple.
So it kind of actually makes it look like a built-in.
Yeah, if this was just a fridge, it would be this bright brushed nickel
Right.
fridge. But with this, now we can really improve the aesthetic
Sure.
and kind of make it into a built-in. What I love about this fridge though too is that they put the compressor on the bottom instead of the top. And so you get this nice big freezer. And you can actually put about 6 pizzas and 3 pints of ice cream in there. And that's the most important thing. So
Pizza and ice cream?
Food groups, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Your most important food group?
yeah.
Not very
So
much
that
so, yeah.
that fits
Mine and yours.
my requirements. Little oven down here. We stick all of our ovens on a little pull out so that you can have good ventilation while you're cooking, but
Okay.
then it can go back into a compact space. There's a flip up step so that you can
get into bed.
get up into bed. You have your air conditioning vent here, and then you have access to get into some more little cubby and storage space.
Dude, you guys fit a lot into a 144.
Yeah, yeah, we
This is
did.
kind of crazy.
Your sink, gray water tank, water filtration system, and then all of your drawers, which we put all of our own little dividers.
I was going to say, that's all custom made by you guys.
Also, it's stuff that the client wanted, and what's cool about these is everything is removable.
Okay, that's
So
what I
you
was going
can
to ask.
make it into a big drawer or a small drawer, but it's kind of fun in that way.
And then
and
this
then
is your double, yeah.
This is that other side of that double, which I can't, yeah.
What kind of
and then-
countertop? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The countertop is, it looks like it's a paper stone or some sort of rich light maybe, but
Yeah, so
I like
it's
the color of it.
it's paper stone. This one's chocolate, so it's got a little bit of the texture in there.
Yeah, it looks good.
You have to be kind of careful with this particular color, because if you sand it too much, it'll get sort of splotchy. So for those out there that are going to do paper stone, just make sure that you don't sand it a lot.
Yeah, you can sand it, just don't sand it a lot.
Yeah. Stealing off of the thing that we've seemed to have become famous for with this sliding galley, because we're doing so many vans with this in there right now, but they wanted to be able to have the extra little space here, cooking here, but then because we're in a 144, we need to be able to stick stuff away pretty easily and still have room for things. So so this slide out galley really kind of made a lot of sense in this particular build.
Heating, air conditioning, you already talked about cruising comfort.
Yep, cruising comfort, and then we have the Van Life Tech system. It's all run through the same thermostat.
Still got the floors in this one or no floors?
It actually has heated floors, instant hot water and forced air heating. And then we have the little servo screen.
And maybe explain to people before we get into this beautiful thing right here, by the way.
Sure.
Before we get into that, explain to people that, listen, we're in a 144 Sprinter. I keep on reiterating that because space is a huge concern, but you just fit a massive air conditioner, a heating system that is definitely takes up a lot of room, and your power system and water. All those things take up a lot of room, Mark.
Yeah, all the mechanicals take a lot of space. You kind of feel like you're living in a hallway a little bit because of this whole massive structure here. But what's really nice about this is that, to your point, all of the power, air conditioning, water, all that stuff, we have room for all the mechanicals in the back, and still pulling out lots of ample storage. Coming up with kind of the Swiss Army knife galley that extends out. It just makes things really easy. But then on top of that, just the kind of quality of craft work. A little magnet right there to hold your pegs so that you don't lose it.
Real quick, what was your power system? I know you predominantly do 24-volt power systems, but...
We'll build whatever power system you want, but we typically will either do a 400 amp hour at 24 volt or a 400 amp hour at 12 volt, and then you can add batteries to that. So basically, it translates to a 10,000 watt hour system or around a 5,000 watt hour system. And then we have the ability to add more batteries if we need to.
I mean, I've done a lot of consultations in my day, and when everybody tells me I want a full standing shower and a 144 Sprinter, I always tell them, please don't do that.
Yeah.
And you proved me wrong.
Yeah. And this one, compared to like the last tour that we did,
yeah,
where we had all that space in that ProMaster, it's a little bit more consolidated in here, but at the same time, and they have all the luxuries.
I was gonna say, I think you fit the same amount of stuff in here.
We did. There's one battery less in this van than
okay,
that van.
One battery, big deal.
But everything else that went into that van went into this.
And there's an extra solar panel on that van, on the ProMaster.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
Wow. This one has a shower and the other one didn't.
Exactly.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, we have a little spot in there for putting a lagoon table mount. And then when you turn this seat around, you've got you've got the table over here, so it serves both people, but then you have like this little table right here that you can put drinks on or whatever.
Oh, nice.
And then a little shelf back here. We custom made this little coat rack right here. Here's the bathroom.
Now you put it on a bifold.
Bifold, you got a full mirror here. The Laveo toilet, which is the dry flush system. The bath mat pulls out so that you can take care of that.
For cleaning?
For cleaning and whatnot.
Okay.
We put these little shelves in, and then we drilled holes in them so they all drain really nice.
So you pretty much you take the toilet paper out when you shower is what you're saying. Got it.
And then this one, we got a chance to put some of that L-track up here and here. So then we have these little hooks that we can hang stuff, towels, wetsuit.
He's standing in there with the toilet. That toilet's removable. You can just take that out.
You can, and then I'm fully standing up in here.
Okay.
So, and I'm, a little bit more round than they are. So.
How much was that door?
I know.
Yeah, I saw Wes make that door too.
Yeah, I know. But God, it's gorgeous.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the client's super happy with it.
This whole curve thing was actually a sketch that she sent us.
Nice.
She's like, I'd like something like this. So So it's really fun because the client gets to kind of jump into the design with us.
What else are you going to show me on this thing? I mean, we covered a lot.
I think
Oh, there was a lot. You did a lot for the front cab.
we did. We kind of put a few little additions. This thing is awesome.
Those are our friends over.
It's made by TerraX.
Yeah.
And go check them out. But this is great. It's
For anybody that owns a Sprinter, understands this.
for anyone that owns a Sprinter, your cord stuff is all up here, but then you can't shut this. It pinches all the cords. And so they made this little thing here with these grooves in it so you can bring your cords out. We also put the Wolfbox mirror in here. This has a front camera and a rear camera. So
And records, I believe, right?
And records.
Yeah.
And then there's actually some other mounts in here too that will mount to here, and you can hang like tablets and walkie-talkies and speed controls. There's also switches that come up here, and then they also have some other mount things up here. So you can make this thing into like this whole like Humvee like command center if you want.
And then you can actually warm it up with a feature that you offer. I'll get some B-roll maybe from your van.
Yeah, nice, Jared. Way to plug my product. Yeah, we started making a veneer kit for all of these, for all the vents and stuff. So kind of imagine, you know, some of those more luxury cars, or like the LL Bean version of a Subaru, whatever. They always had kind of the wood veneer. But yeah, I have one in my van. We can maybe show that sometime. But but yeah, we can also warm this up. We could take some of this veneer, fur veneer, and we could put that in here and just kind of warm and pull some of that up. And
Yeah, I think you offer like you offer a maple, a fir, and a walnut.
it's a maple, fir, walnut, bamboo, and oak.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so
we're
kinda
the
covers-
B-roll was walnut. Everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
covers the basis. It's a small van, but it's a mighty van.
Well, that might be the title.
Yeah.
Might be the title right there. Mark, how can we find you one more time before you leave us yet again?
Sure. You can find me at nomadiccustoms.com. And then you can also find us on Instagram at Nomadic Customs. And also we have a YouTube channel at Nomadic Customs, 503-894-6118.
Okay.
Remember to spell nomadic with a K rather than a C.
All the descriptions or links will be in the description below for everybody. Not like that. No, it'll be in the description below. I will not be overlaying links. Mark at nomadiccustoms.com
Yep.
or nomadiccustoms.com. You guys can find him. He's quite easy. Get your van from them today.
Thanks, Jared.
Later.